I go by Day Solo, or just people just call me Solo for short. And I'm associated with You're Not Us. That's like my main group. I'm also a solo artist though, so I do music by myself and with them. And then I'm also a member of Set You Free. Music has just always been a part of my life since I was like real little. Like I used to beatbox. I started beatboxing when I was like 4 or 5. I was like real little, and then I just got older. And both of my parents did music. My dad plays guitar, and my mom's just like she just got me into a lot of like old like soul music and hip hop and just whatever else she had, and some other stuff too. But yeah, it's just always been a part of my life. And then as I got older, I just really got into like the writing aspect of it, the writing and like the sonics, and I got into a lot of like neo soul and stuff. And I think it kind of low key became an escape for me because I started kind of going through a lot of shit, or just like realizing a lot of shit about, like when you get older, reality starts to set in about certain things. I feel like that started to happen to me. So I just kind of used music to it just brought me to like a whole different place where I could take whatever was like worrying me or bothering me and just put it into the music. And then, yeah, I started officially making music like 6 or 7 years ago now. I believe I was 12 or 13. And I basically, I used to make beats in the demo version of FL Studio, and I'll try to like find a way to get it out of FL before I could close it. Because when you close it and it's the demo, it deletes all the shit out of there. I couldn't pay for it at the time. So I had just done that as much as I could until I was able to get it, like the full version of it. And then I just kept going from there. I started putting stuff out on SoundCloud. And then I was like, well, I need to get my shit on, Spotify and Apple and all that. So I did that, made CDs. And then I really just never stopped from there. I do it every day. So I grew up in 2 different cities. I grew up in Brighton, Michigan, which is, I don't know if that many people know about it, but it's cool for the most part. It's just, I was kind of like like more of like an outcast there because it's like a pretty, I say like upper middle class area, and that's where I went to school at too. And I lived in a trailer park there, so I got like made fun of at school a lot. I had to, go through a lot of different shit that other people didn't, money problems, different shit like that. And that was with my mom, but then I also grew up with my dad. I would go there on like weekends, holidays, stuff like that. And he lives on 14 and Gratiot, which is like Macomb, Roseville. It's like right in the corner of that. And that area is like, it's not the worst area, but it's just a lot of it's like a lot of bullshit over there. Just like people just like stealing shit, crackheads, drugs, stuff like that. Which like a lot of my friends or like, some of their families were into. So I kind of have like, I feel like this balance of like this one area that's like this nicer area, but I was kind of outcasted there. And then I got this other area that's a little more, on the lower end, but I feel like I was able to fit in there more with like my friend group and stuff. So I feel like it's made me overall a very balanced person, I guess, if that makes sense. I feel like my art is important to me because it just represents a lot of just like my personal feelings, life, whatever it is. I put my whole self into my music. I don't really, like, not that I don't listen to what's out there, but I try to just, pay attention to my inner voice more than anything. And I try to just channel all of that and put it into my music. And I feel like it's important to other people because, sometimes, I feel like a lot of people have, kind of a, there might be a little bit of an outcast, or they might not fit in certain aspects. And I felt a lot of that. Or there's just certain things I went through that I feel like people could relate to, or certain feelings I had that I feel like are relatable. And at the end of the day, I've had some people tell me like, your music is really good. Like I can really feel it. It helped me get through this, or like, it was, I can relate to this and that, or just I enjoyed it. If I could just make somebody's day, they just hear a song and they're like, that shit was fire. It was dope. It made my day. I feel like all of that is equally important. So I don't know what to impact. I think kind of just what I said in the last question. I think I just want, I really just want my music to just give people, I think I want music to be as important to other people as it is to me. Because I know music got me through a lot of really difficult times and situations. or it's just kind of like there for me all the time. You know what I mean? People are, unreliable a lot of times. Not everybody, but it's like a consistent thing that's never gonna leave, no matter what. You can always have music. You can always go back to it. And I feel like I want my music to be another part of going into the next generation of music, where it's like I want my music to be like that for other people. Like my favorite artists have been from. They don't understand it for real. I don't think they do. This is running through my blood like the soles of some shoes. So the soles in my feet, I tap, spit it and rip it. Little paper slips getting cut up with precision. If I don't have this, then I don't have shit. I heard some other rappers came for the fame and chips. Don't get me wrong, I'm on crunch time too. But when I die, they fuck with my rhymes so much they might come find you a lot. Living under confined truth, I build a playground for you to speak that shit, bro. Come slide through. We are some architects. That's what makes the ladies want to arch it next. She convert the top suspender limbs in the car for sex. Hard to get all around the girls and the fame. Just because I talk game doesn't mean I came to play. I stay in Michigan. Put on the mittens for display because it's cold in the city. It gets gritty for the cake. I don't even live here, just grew up partially around the way. But I struggled, and through that we could communicate. Now it's Y to the K, booming through the bass. In the metro mixed with retro, coughing fumes in your face. So much so that I make them call to fumigate. I make Steve lose his jobs. I make Bill open gates. This is prophecy. Open up another couple eyes to see. My old name is truth, so I don't ever need to lie to me.